no further than these two players right here, Sinai, Glare, and Scot. I don't think he's with Sin anymore. But Glare and Scot are two incredibly talented singles players, as I mentioned earlier, from Connecticut, 5th and 6th on the New England PR. But in doubles is when they really get to shine.
Oh, yeah. And like you said, that's the X factor that will put teams into the upper echelon.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I've seen these guys team before. I've seen them play in singles and then in teams. And they're brothers, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Scott and Jake Burnett.
Wow, they're doing the first name drops right there.
Yeah, exactly. I just kind of know him.
Yeah,
you know, yeah. So you saw Scott, or actually, I can't even say Scott because his tag is Scott. You saw Jake take that stock there. Oh, Jake is a Glare for those of you guys who don't know. I was in
You
a
don't know him
carpool.
personally, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
That's
they're fantastic.
Mhm.
I'm actually not sure who they're going to be playing against. All right. Okay, yeah, so this is, I think you mentioned this, that this was one you were looking forward to
Yes.
seeing. We are past the round ones. We are now starting to see these teams that either one of them could be making top 8, but they're going to start knocking each other into the loser's bracket.
Yeah. And Dabuz and Fatality, I don't know if they've teamed before.
I'm
And-
fairly certain they have.
They have.
Actually. I don't want to speak with ultra authority on that.
Okay.
But I'm fairly certain I have vague recollections
Okay.
that they have done doubles together. And we are seeing them approach right now.
Yeah.
And these two guys, I believe that they are the two highest ranked PGR members here. I think that they're first and second seed. Oh, yes, because
Yeah,
Light
no,
has
they
not been
definitely are.
Light has not been reorganized on the PR.
No.
I would argue that Light is at this point sort of a higher
Ranked player than
would be higher ranked than Fatality.
yeah.
But as it stands, I think these guys are the first and second seed in singles. I believe they're first seed in doubles.
which I would expect as well.
But there's one funny thing about Dabuz. He's one of those players that, despite the fact that he is one of the best players in the world, he always has kind of lamented doubles. He doesn't quite get it. And
Yeah.
I think one of the big reasons behind that is that his neutral is so good.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
singles. And when you're in doubles, neutral is you get sparks of it. You get flashes of neutral. But there's no time to be patient, really.
No.
There's no time to really open up and figure out what your opponent is doing because there's just so much going on.
And the other thing is that even when you do get those flashes of neutral, it's not the same because you're playing with 4 different players on the stage, 2 of them on a team against another 2, and so it's going to be a little bit different. I remember when Dabuz, in my opinion, was at his doubles peak was when he was doing Rosalina Toon Link with Hugo back in the day. But now he just hasn't been able to replicate that. So you're going to see a player like that who incredible doubles prowess, perhaps not as much in singles. That might come to clash with a team like Scot and Glare, who are incredibly synergetic.
Yeah, look at that, right off the bat. It's like somehow Glare knew that Fatality was going to immediately open with Falcon Kick.
Yeah, I wonder if Dabuz and Fatality talked about that. If they were like, you know what? Every game, I'm just going to start off with Falcon Kick. That's the play.
The thing is, when I play doubles, I play Yoshi, and I always say, I'm going to throw an egg first thing. And the real mix-up is that I don't always do it. But I always say that I'm going to.
That's smart, because it mixes up your teammate, which you don't want. All right.
Yeah.
So, wow, actually, this might be an edge guard on Fatality. Gonna avoid the side B from Luigi, and gonna lose that stock first. Scot and Glare, they do have a stock lead, but Dabuz only with 36%.
Dabuz has been tanking like no one's business. Not even it's not like straight tanking, because he just hasn't gotten damaged. His evasion is so good. And, oh, that doesn't close out the stock and Fatality. That would have been absolutely huge for Blue Team. But the fact of the matter is, because he is surviving, that means that he has those opportunities to take extremely early stocks. Never mind. Yes, mind.
So they're going to trade that up smash for another up smash of their own. Red team and blue team actually sitting at the same number of stocks, though red team has a little bit more percent. This is going to be interesting. Double edge guard here on the side on Fatality, but they're not going to get it.
Oh, big. So those witch times are okay. that was like the situation. Like, you normally don't see those which times lead to stocks so clearly. Oh,
There is
what happened to the
so
lead?
much going on right now.
What happened to the lead? I was going to talk about how which times function in doubles, and then like red team is just like, okay, and now we strike.
Yeah, right? Red team was like, okay, you have an analysis, Salty Fun? Cool. Let's take both of these stocks. And what? What is happening?
Oh, right. So the
Yeah.
the Octane got kicked up into high gear. Somebody poured diesel into the engine because these stocks have been dropping left and right. And
It's an incredibly even game right now. One stock apiece on these last moments of the game. Really, right here, it's going to be about who takes the stock first.
Oh, yeah.
Red team or blue.
oh, and you know, Glare has taken a lot of damage, but we've seen how many completed edge guards have been like done to Fatality. Like, he needs to make sure that he doesn't get some type of Bayo or Luigi stuff happen to him off stage. Because as it stands, yeah, this is like neck and neck. And whoever gets that next big meaty hit might just decide the game. Beautiful DI from Fatality.
That up B was crucial. I was worried that Scott wasn't going to be able to get the down smash on...
Okay.
That footstool almost did. I was worried that Scott wasn't going to be able to kill Luma, but he... Wow, that back throw is going to do it. Yeah, so what I was saying was that killing Luma is going to be a really important thing in those late game situations because Luma is how Rosa gets those kills. And so if you can mitigate one really big threat, then you can really only have to focus on Captain Falcon going for the kills. But instead... even though Scott got that kill on Luma, there was a kill on Glare, and that meant that they could waste as much time.
What is he doing? He doesn't play Yoshi. What is he sticking his tongue out for?
He looks
I'm
like
sorry
Rag.
to interrupt.
No, it's okay. He can waste as much time as you need.
We zoomed in on him in case he would do it again. Come
That was
on.
the tongue cam.
You know you want to. Well. Sorry. If you missed it, you can go back and Twitch clip it, but as it stands, I think they're just discussing their plans like normal players.
Where are they going, do you think? Town and City?
City?
Okay.
All right, I can certainly agree with that. I mean, that there is like a very sort of, there's the risk given that Dabuz is playing Rosalina, and as nice as it is to roof with Bayo, you can't even really, like at least against Bayo, you can sort of SDI, but if Dabuz sets you up for those situations where you're going to get up air died at, like, 20, yeah, good luck, friend.
Wow, okay. So I was really worried about Scott there. He saved his jump, but he wasn't able to save it throughout that entire string, and he's going to lose that stock first. Just as much as Fatality can lose these stocks off of Gimps. No, he's making it back.
Wow, actually, that's really impressive recovery there from Glare. Why is everyone going off stage right now?
I think Dabuz was trying to save
He has no
Fatality.
invincibility? Oh, there it is.
Double chop.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was going to say is just as much as Fatality is going to lose these stocks to Gimps, so can Luigi. Great players can really find a way to get rid of that jump and then just abuse Luigi off stage, which is what you saw.
Not only that, but like when you have two players edge guarding one Luigi, the reason why, you know, his recovery is not nearly as bad as people used to think is because of Cyclone. Where it's like, essentially, it becomes a really hard mix-up of like, do I go down there because he could Cyclone and get back up? But if you have somebody else just covering that option, I don't know if there's anything that Luigi could do technically to just get out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that a lot in situations where a player's on the ledge and the two teammates kind of cover both ledge options. But that edge guarding mix-up that Luigi has is another example of, in doubles, there are way more chances to cover options. And you don't really have to do an option select like you would in singles. But right now, it looks like the blue team has full control. Glare was trying to go for an extended combo on Dabuz, while Scott had Fatality over on the left side.
Okay, that's visibly a big back air. They end up trading stocks for it. If you're blue team, you'll take that. Right now, it's 3 stocks to 3 and a lot of damage onto Dabuz. And although Dabuz has been doing a great job of surviving so far this set, all they really need is one solid, Luigi up smash might even do it. I wouldn't be surprised if it took Dabuz out at this point.
Cyclone doesn't get the hit he wanted. That was a scary situation for Fatality, but even though he hasn't gotten gimped yet, he's taken a good amount of percent on his last stock, 51. That's not what you want to see, but he does get the Falcon dive. Oh, there's the Cyclone Gimp that he was looking for earlier.
And
Forward
that's
smash?
out of the picture. And all of a sudden, this is a 2v1 situation. This is not undoable for Fate. This is absolutely doable for Fatality. What? They didn't even have, like, chance for a 2v1 there. As soon as the stocks were basically swung in that favor, Fatality just took him off stage and ended it.
Oh, wait, this might be it, actually. Those forward airs really strong. Nope, Glare going to default back to stage. This is a really scary situation because Bayonetta versus Falcon, it's a very volatile matchup.
Oh,
and we're pretty much just seeing singles at this point.
Yeah, but so the thing about it is, one of the things that makes Falcon sort of cry in this matchup is because of the recovery. But you've noticed that Fatality's use of his up B, the way that he's spacing it and timing it, he's been getting back from like the depths of the blast zone so many times already. So, the question is right now whether Glare will be able to keep this pressure on. This could possibly be it. Good DI from Fatality is keeping him out of it. This is possibly huge. Oh! He had lag, but in the end, Fatality did not punish that.
This is really scary. Glare is kind of playing around Fatality a lot, but he might be doing too much. Gonna go for the back air there off stage. Oh, wow, but he connects the ABK into back air. And look at that. We're going to a game 3.
Yeah, in the end, it was Fatality overextending off stage, which is sort of like a reversal, because considering, like, yeah, double reversal. But it's a reversal considering that earlier on, like, game 1, the amount of, like, at the end there, Glare lost that last stock he had to an up B when he was trying to go out and edgeguard Falcon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this time around, Fatality was the one who got a little bit too hungry.
You did see Fatality got a few of those up Bs on the left side, and also a little bit on the right. But Scott and Glare were doing a better job at teching it this time, and I think that it definitely wasn't the deciding factor of what made this match different than the last, but it certainly helped.
Yeah. And honestly, the fact that Glare was able to win that 1v1 is huge.
Yeah.
Because if you are Red Team and you're two really solid PGR-ranked players, you can kind of be okay with taking that one-for-one trade in general. Because if it gets down to the 1v1, if it's like, oh, yeah, you guys have been keeping it even this whole game, but guess what? Now it's Dabuz versus Scot. How are you really going to win? But like the fact of the matter is that was pretty convincing for Glare when it was the 1v1 between him and Fatality.
Oh, you see, he missed that tech there again. And even though he didn't die, it meant that he missed an edge guarding attempt. And that's almost as important. That really is a stock swing. However, blue team still just as much in this. Everybody's sitting at the right side of the stage. What are they going to do? Scott making the recovery really easy for himself.
Okay. How many jabs?
How many jabs?
Okay. Oh, actually hits his own partner off there, but gives him the space that both of them finally make it back.
Gonna spot dodge that nair. Oh, wow. Oh, on the top. I didn't even see them up there in the blast zone.
That was the fact that, like, we haven't really seen Dabuz drops early stocks, let alone to those sorts of combos. That's a really big change from the rest of the set that we've seen. That jab going to kill him, the forward smash going to once again take out Scott's stock, meaning that, you know, blue team has been playing this pretty well, but Fatality is the only one left with 3 stocks and a whole heap of rage for him to play with.
Up air, yes. Gonna finish it off is Glare, and now we're sitting at 2 stocks apiece on this game 3. Pretty even game for sure. Oh, here comes the Scott combo.
Oh, look at the way they're hot. That's where you see the team synergy. The fact that they've teamed so many times that they pass back and forth, the awareness. Dabuz felt like he was not even playing the game for a bit there because he's like, I don't know, like they're hitting my teammate, but I don't know when I can actually try and go in and save him.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Witch Twist has such a big and thick hitbox. And a lot of times it is a little bit dangerous to go try to save your teammate lest you get caught up in the Witch Twist. Same with ABK, actually. Oh, wow. That was a great witch time, but he's not going to be able to capitalize it.
At the very least, it did technically get his partner off the ledge. That isn't necessarily, you know, the benefit of a witch time that you'd like, but, you know, it alleviates some pressure. It forces Dabuz to approach and deal with the issue.
Backer going to take the stock, but a Cyclone for their troubles. Now, they're going to need to take the stock from Dabuz, or from Fatality, and he's going to not do it with the Nair.
Oh, this is fantastic. Nobody misses up on the drift. And the fact that Fatality is still alive is monstrously dangerous for blue team. He has all of this. We haven't seen a single knee yet, but like,
Yeah,
Blair
but
could die
at this
to a
point,
knee. Yeah.
look, Scott is
Or
at 76%.
yeah.
That's already bad for the blue team, but they're going to get that back air.
Finally, and at this point, you need to just stay very conscious. You need to not take those risks. You need to make sure that you're there for your teammate. Oh, that grab was so pivotal, and the fact that forward smash didn't land means that blue team can get a little bit of a sigh of relief, but not enough that they can... Oh, wow. Oh, so good at holding on to this jump.
This is a scary situation. They're going to need to maybe try to go for a Gimp on Fatality, or perhaps a roof combo from Bayonetta. We know that Glare is capable of it.
Oh, that grab, just go for the up smash of his own, but he's surviving just barely. Both of blue team are in the red, but they definitely still have the potential. With Luma gone, that means that they don't have to worry so much about Rosa's kill power and taking out Fatality. Hold on a second.
Now blue team is completely in control. You have Dabuz on the right side, no Luma. Now, here's the thing. Luma is respawning, as I was just about to mention. Now, they're going to have to get rid of this Luma because it is going to be a threat. Both of these players right in the red. That means Luma is going to be a kill option.
Oh, there's a new the Nair not taking out, but it gives Dabuz the time to get another throw, and now he can just put both of them on the ledge. They can't both have invincibility. They need to get off of it, and look at the weight. This is still a 2v2.
Oh, that jab! You saw Dabuz. He read that Glare was going to go for a jump, or at the very least, he had a strong prediction. Goes for that jab 3. Great big vertical hitbox, and now this is Scott at 156%. What's he going to do?
Oh, that was big. He needs to get Luma out of the picture. He does, but there's still so many ways that Rosa can finish off a stock.
Oh, this is so scary. Scott might be looking for an up smash, but you know that...
Oh, Dabuz is playing so grounded right now because he knows about the threat. A backdoor is not going to do it, but by the time that, Luma's now back in the picture, and he's on the ledge. Oh,
this is so scary. That might be it. Yeah, jab, neutral air. Going to take the game. Dabuz clutches it out in the 2v1 situation.
Yeah, that time the 2v1 situation, Dabuz able to just keep his mind at ease, even though he had to deal with both of those players and both of them knowing what they wanted to do. The fact that Luma was there, the fact that Luma basically was a teammate.
Yeah.
Where, like, Luma was putting up this wall, jabs. And it, like, Luigi normally, when one of his best ways of getting in is being really good at power shielding.
Absolutely.
And you can't really do that against Luma. When Luma's rapid jabbing,
you can power shield the first one.
You can power shield the first one, but
then what? You're sitting in shield against a rapid jabbing.
And you can, like, I think that he did get a little mileage off of jabs himself, but they weren't, like, the spacing wasn't always that he would hit hit Rosa, so he would start jabbing Luma, and then, like, he could have just forward smashed if he wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just became, you could tell that Dabuz knew how to play around even two opponents.
Absolutely. It was a really tough situation for Dabuz, but he was able to turn it around, get that game 3 in the 2v1.